Welcome to Liz and Liz Get Literary. My name is Liz.
And my name is also Liz.
We have a fun episode for you guys, and we are excited to get into it.
We've been seeing bookish tags, like literally everywhere. I'm so glad that they're coming back. We are doing one today by Katie Whitbrook. We'll put her YouTube right here. Definitely give her a follow. She's super cute. And she made this book tag, and I sent it to Liz, and I was like, we need to do this because some of you guys may know a lot of this information, but some of you may not, and I don't even know if we know it about each other. So I feel like it could be eye-opening.
It could go sideways.
It might go sideways. You never know. But how's it going?
It's going. It's going.
May has been a month.
May has been quite a month. I have completely went sideways with the Plated Prisoner series. It's taken over my life. My children are now out of school, and that's been a lot. It's been hectic. And they're doing sports. I feel like I just need to sit down, and I haven't for a while.
We have not been sitting down.
We have not been sitting down.
No.
So now it's summer, even though like this weekend it's going to be rainy and cold, but summer.
While we're filming this, Liz and I are getting ready to leave for St. Louis to go meet Rachel Gillig on her tour for Night in the Moth.
Oh my god. I can't believe we're going to meet her. I can't believe we're going to meet her.
It honestly doesn't feel real.
No.
Like, we've been to countless author events and talked to even more authors, but this is the first event that I'm, like, actually nervous for.
Me too.
And, like, actually scared to meet her.
I just want to know what goes into her brain chemistry. I want to know how she comes up with these stories because they're so gothic and beautiful, and I just need to know. I need to know her aura. I need to know what she smells like. Okay. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but do you ever like need to know what someone smells like? You don't categorize people by scent?
Maybe like main male characters in fantasy novels. I've been like, But like when I think about real people, I might think, oh, I bet they smell good. Or maybe if it's like Taylor Swift, like I bet she always smells like fruity vanilla.
Yes.
But like I'm not going to be like, I need to smell you.
I don't know. I just like, I have always categorized people by their scent. Like when I walk into a house, I'm like, oh, someone's been here. Or like, I could tell where you are or where you've been because I know your smell.
What do I smell like?
Like it's almost like an almond cake.
That's true.
Like
all my perfumes are caramel, coconut, or almond.
Yeah, it's a very like
with vanilla.
One of my favorites. So like, but you have but the way that your body, like, it's a very specific scent. And then like, I remember like the first time I've done that was my grandma's. They both smell very distinct to me. And my mother like found a comb, and she said, I was like 3 or 4. She said, "Whose comb is this?" And she said, I went up to it and I took it and I sniffed it and I said, "It's Grandma Irma's." So this is apparently I think it's because I've been so blind my whole life.
Not a fourth blind mice in the wild.
I don't know. Okay, sorry, that was a tangent.
That makes sense though.
I just feel like I'll know her if like, okay, what do I think she smells like? I think,
now that I'm thinking about it, I think she smells like rainwater. Yes! Like white tea, like those candles, the eucalyptus tea rainwater candles,
like the smell that comes right before a big storm, where you're just
when you have a candle burning,
and you're like,
and you're doing laundry.
It's just comforting. Yeah, and you can hear the dryer in the background, and you're like,
reading on the couch. Yeah, that's Rachel Gillig.
That's Rachel Gillig.
I hope you're not watching this. We don't care what you smell like, bestie. We don't, as long as you smell good, which I know you do.
Yeah, sorry,
that's
that's kind of a strange,
but I mean, I'm sure there are tons of people like that.
You know, the one that I know for a fact she smells like vanilla and like money is Kris Jenner.
Definitely vanilla.
Yeah, she's a vanilla girly.
Yeah.
That's one I've always been like, I don't need to sniff you because I know what you smell like.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like I've just always known that Taylor Swift smells like fruity vanilla.
Yeah.
Like the pink and blue Victoria's Secret perfume.
Yeah, and then sometimes she switches it up and does like an amber musk.
When she's wearing the black little leather numbers in New York.
Yeah. And it's like the pheromones are wild.
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 So that's what people smell like.
Yeah.
Welcome to Liz and Liz Get Literary.
Let us know what your favorite scent is. Drop it in the comments.
I'm so sad that I'm not shopping at Target anymore because I'm almost out of my what is it called that I wear? Toasted almond, warm almond,
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get it like off of Sephora or anything?
No, it's Target's brand. It's like my favorite dupe of like a $290 perfume.
What was the one you gave me? The mixed vanilla? That one's, where's that from?
Target.
Oh, bummer.
I know, it's the same brand. Ugh. But I really have gotten into the Kayali Bougie Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Because there's no marshmallow in it. It's like vanilla, almond, and coconut. It's all my favorite things. It smells really good.
I have their vanilla one, whatever it is. I have this toasted marshmallow Ellis.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yes. And then I'm still stuck on the Victoria's Secret bombshell.
Do they make that?
Yeah, I have a big.
It smells great. So if they make it, I'm happy for you. What's the other one? There's
Heavenly
Love Bomb.
Love Bomb.
That's the one I like.
And then there's Heavenly, which was big when I was in high school.
That's the white and gold one, right?
Yeah.
My mom uses that.
The problem is there's some very not so fun memories connected to that scent. Have you ever heard of people doing like wedding scents?
Yes.
And like
I have a wedding scent.
Oh, see, yeah. So Heavenly, yes, it smells good, but I'm immediately transported back to being
somewhere you don't want to be.
Yeah, like in the back of a car, So, unfortunately, that's a retired scent
for me. That's the pink and white square pink body spray. The pink and white one.
Yeah.
The sporty and cute or something.
Yes. You know one that is like a comfort scent that I need to buy more of is the Viva La Juicy. I'm sorry, I've never smelled anything that smells as good as that.
That one and the Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. I don't know if you smelled that one.
I don't think
it came out around the same time.
Is that what
I had a roommate in college.
It had the flowers. Yeah, I've never smelled that one, but I've seen it.
Yeah, my roommate in college, she wore it, and I used to borrow it when we would go out.
Oh.
And it reminds me of that.
Actually, what's really funny is I have scents for books now, too. Like, I remember how I smelled the first time I read CC2.
Huh.
Like, I'll smell it, and I'll be like, hello, Bryce Quinlan. And I'm like, what just happened?
That's so weird.
It's so crazy.
I love that.
Yeah, so.
I love that. I can remember maybe, like, what candles I was burning when I was reading, like, a premiere book. Like, because I light certain candles when I start an anticipated read. Mm-hmm. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So, it's just fun. It's just, I think
So we're going to smell Rachel Gillick tomorrow, and we'll report back.
To this date, there has not been one author that has not smelled good when I've met them. So
Frederick Bachman smelled great.
He did, even though we weren't really like allowed to get close to him.
But the fact that I was close enough to smell his cologne, he smelled great.
Allie, Lila, and BK smelled glorious, and Carly Fortune smelled really good.
She smelled so good.
Yeah, and there was someone else. I'm trying to think who all we've met.
I bet it was Sarah A. Parker. I bet she smells great.
To be honest, I don't remember because I was so distracted by her Australian Viking of a husband. Yeah, so, to be honest. But now when I see a man bun, I'm like, Sarah A. Parker's husband.
I'm sure my husband is honored. Because he's got a big old bun. His hair is as long as mine.
Wait, I have to tell you this TikTok. It's like Norwegian TikTok or something, and it's this man, and he's behind the counter of this bakery, and he's like, what you think you're gonna see when you get to Norway, and he's like, he's got no shirt on, and then it's like, transition, and he goes, woohoo, big summer blood.
And that probably is like what you think my husband is going to sound like if you saw him in public, because he's always frowning. And then he talks and he's like, hi, can I get you a treat? Are you thirsty? Do you need a hug?
Literally, I've never not seen your husband like just the biggest ray of sunshine.
I don't know.
He is truly like.
He gets really scary sometimes, but not at me.
Well, of course not.
But
because then he knows there's at least 50 people who would be over here.
At least. Not if you count the BRBT girls.
Oh, yeah.
Then he'd have like 260 people.
He'll have 60 subscriptions to Viagra and like all of the bad subscriptions you can ever get.
They would start sending him Donald Trump mail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've talked
truly.
about it. We've had the conversation.
We've discussed. So, before we get into the book tag, what are you reading right now?
Okay. I feel like I've been saying this for a while, but I am finally getting into The Maid. I've read like the first 3 pages like 6 times, and then
Same.
I'm like, I gotta go back.
I read the first 2 chapters literally 3 times.
Yeah. So I have committed to at least getting 20% through today. Not that it's a bad book. It's not that it's a bad book. What is happening is I'm just stuck in the Play to Prisoner series.
We've lost the plot.
Yeah, and I'm having the best time. And truly, if I didn't have to read The Maid for book club, I probably would still set it aside and finish Prey to Prisoner so I could like concentrate. I'm on Glow, and I just like the end of Gleam. I'm still not well. Still not well. I was like
The cliffhanger is crazy.
crazy, crazy, and just like Oren is not your like our typical female main character.
Nope. Nope. I love
And
it. She's incredibly soft and traumatized, but not in a tropey way.
Yeah, her journey is very dark and different. I mean, a lot of our female characters have very dark storylines, but hers is exceptionally dark to me. And I we're now starting to learn Rip's storyline, and I know it's going to be heartbreaking.
Yeah, because in 4 you get his whole thing, don't you? His whole backstory.
I haven't gotten it yet.
I think you do.
In Glow, you do. Yeah. So we're learning that. And the other one who I know their backstory is going to break me is Lou. Do we get her story? Okay.
Not as fleshed out,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you'll know some things.
Yeah. So I'm in Glow, and then I'm also starting this weekend, and I've also started this like 4 times. Is the Arc for the Curse That Binds, which I had a dream about Memnon. I almost said Manon because I also dream about her, but Memnon the other night, and I was like, I really need to get back to that book.
Truly.
So, yeah, so that's what I'm reading, and I'm hoping to finish all 3 of those by the end of this, like, probably like Wednesday or Thursday, and then I'll probably be in book 5 and then I have to wait. I think no, I won't have to wait by then. Then we can all start Goldfinch.
Yep.
Okay. What are you reading?
Well, I'm still reading My Friends by Frederick Bachman because it's taking a long time because every page is making my chest tight. Truly, every page. I'm not kidding. My husband is just like watching me read this book, and he's like, is that for a book club? And I'm like, no, I don't think, not yet. It's up as an option, but I'm not sure if it's going to get picked. He's like, you should not be reading this. You look not good. Like, you don't look well.
So how are you feeling about, because it's like a teenager and then an older gentleman, how is that relationship being fleshed out? Is it okay? Do you feel uncomfortable? Because like even the mention of that kind of relationship makes me uncomfortable just because I'm who I am and I'm as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is it written in a way that's not, I guess by uncomfortable, is it gross?
No.
Okay.
No. And a lot of people, myself included, were kind of unsure of what this book is actually about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about a young girl who loves art.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes from a very broken home, foster home, abuse. She turns 18, she's homeless, she's living in cars. Her best friend, her person, they call her human, dies. And we never actually get to know the human, at least not where I'm at yet. I'm about halfway. And they shared this postcard of this famous painting. Mm-hmm. And she feels like she understands this painting more than anyone. She knows exactly what's going on. People talk about it like it's like a painting of the ocean, but there's actually like 3 boys like sitting on a pier in the painting. And she's like, no, I know them. And then she meets the artist of the painting on the day of his death. And then his best friend, who is one of the boys in the painting, and the girl end up having like a whole relationship. And there you get 15 years prior, 25 years prior, when the little boys were little boys. And then you get like the girl's backstory and how they're all, it's really sad.
I'm not ready. I'm already like, the minute you said her human dies, I tensed because I'm like, I can't.
Literally, there's like a line in the book where one of the boys, because like Frederick Bachman is Swedish, so one of the boys' name is Jor, Joar. And there's literally like this little small paragraph, and it seems so unassuming. And he's like, Ted got to the crossroads every day early because he knew the worst thing he could do is be alone. But Jor got to the crossroads last every day because he was scared of not being alone. And I was like, ah.
I'm not ready.
It's really, it doesn't have the same type of trauma as Beartown, so like I think everyone's gonna be okay. But like there's lots about like death and how people waste their lives and waste their time and waste their friendships and act like it's not cool to treat your friends like your people, like your humans.
I mean, for the longest time, that was how it was. It was like weird if you told your friends you love them.
That's
And
already been mentioned in the book too.
yeah, I mean, and we've talked before about, in particular, women friendships and how it was like, it was almost bad if you had a lot of girlfriends because it means you love drama and it means you love this and that. And I firmly believe now that I'm at my grand old age of 33 that was like a misogynistic, like, ploy to keep us separated.
Yeah, probably.
Because I don't think.
Because community is action.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the more established of a community you have, the more resilient you are.
Yep. And the better you, like, when, like, if something happens that's big in our lives, we have so many people to catch us. And if we make big, hard decisions in our lives and we didn't have that community, maybe the decision would be a little different than if we do,
Yep.
you know? So
yeah, it is a wildly emotional book. I do feel it is going to be chosen for our Sunbound Book Club based on our options, which are all great, but everyone loved Beartown so much that I just feel like they're going to pick it. And I'm not going to vote, so I will not sway the people. But it'll be a great discussion if that book is picked, I think. So I'm halfway through that, and I'm going very slow for that reason. I just finished one of C.W. Farnsworth's hockey romance books. It was really good. Had a great smutty time. And I have one more book on my Kindle that I'm reading, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, The Maid. Duh.
The Maid.
And I'm also reading The Maid for our Mystery Thriller Book Club. Going very slow because I can't read fast right now for some reason, but that's where we're at. And yeah, so it's been a journey. I don't know how much we're going to get done this weekend since we'll be together out of town. And then literally 30 minutes after we get home, we have book club.
I feel like if it were just us, we would be fine. We would like lay in bed and just read and then like randomly just cackle at one another or whatever. But
Which we may still do.
But we also have friends coming with us. And I think that's where we get caught up because.
Yeah, we just want to yap.
Yeah.
We just want to be girls together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do think that we'll get some reading done because all of us coming are early to sleep, early to rise.
Yeah.
Or like, we can do both. In our preferences, we're early to sleep, early to rise.
Yeah. Yes.
So I think we'll get a lot of reading done.
Yes.
And that is that. Do you have any other news? I think you have some tea.
I have some tea. We were approached by a local company called Three Realms Fantasy Events. And obviously, the name is the caption. They like to put on events that are fantasy driven. For instance, they are putting on Secrets from the Sunken Court in the end of June, A Scandal in Sugar and Starlight, August 3rd.
Ooh.
I know. And then a Fireheart Ball in March of 2026. And obviously, we love fantasy. And so, if you guys are interested and you're local and want to do any of these events, you can use Liz and Liz to get 10% off your ticket. And I hope we all have like a great time.
Oh my gosh, Fireheart alone, I'm sad.
Here's their Instagram. If you guys want to go look them up, give them a follow, and just kind of see what they're about. We have met them in person, and they are fabulous. And I'm so excited to see what they come up with. I love all things fantasy. So
the website is so cute and the events sound really cute.
They do.
I know book girlies are always looking to connect, so this is a fun way to do it.
Yeah, and we're always looking to promote things in our community. Our city has a lot of great things, but there's always room to grow. So
yeah, especially in our community events.
Yes.
So
yes,
Liz and I are about to run through this book tag we will attempt our rapid speed. It's still going to be probably turtle speed, but like a fast turtle, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be mentioning a ton of books and a ton of authors. So we will put all the photos of the books on the screen. But if you want to shop some of these books, never forget that you can get any of the books that we mentioned on Liz and Liz Get Literary at sunboundbooks.com with our code Liz and Liz to get 10% off of your orders. It doesn't matter if you don't live in the cornfields like we do. They will ship to your house and they are amazing. And you're going to be supporting a local business, an independent bookstore. We love to see it.
And a fellow Liz as
And
well.
a lady Liz.
A lady Liz.
A
yes.
lady Liz.
We love her so much. Yes, yes.
So never forget.
Never forget. So let's get started because we have a lot to go over.
We're gonna have to use our phones today. Just as a little, this is how much we have going on here. And this is our shared notes, so it's not just me. But this is a lot. So Katie, who made the book tag, I found these prompts to be different than most of the book tags I see. That's why I got like really excited about doing this one. I thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was really unique. And it's more about like who we are as readers, not just like books we like.
Correct. Yes.
So it was really fun.
Yeah. I had a lot of like, I really had to like sit and think about my answers. And some of them I'm like, I don't know if I have an answer, but here's what I think, essentially. So, okay. Do you want to go first?
So the first prompt is 5 books that define your reading taste. Would you like to go first?
Sure. So I have The Other Boleyn Girl, Kingdom of Ash, The Unmaking of June Farrow, Brotherhood and Death, and When the Moon Hatched.
That is, that's literally just you. That's all of your personality traits. That's awesome.
Yes.
I love that. I have Happy Place, Night in the Moth, Beartown, The Ballad of Never After, and The Great Alone.
You haven't talked about like Once Upon a Broken Heart, Ballad of Never After in a long time. So, but that is you.
If you look, I have like a whole area over here that is just like YA, like romantasy, like balls, secrets, mysteries. Like I eat those up and I will eat them up every time. And Once Upon a Broken Heart is one of the best books in the YA genre that have ever been written, I feel.
There you go.
So
to piggyback off of that, what are books you loved in the different eras of your life?
I wasn't sure how far back we were supposed to go.
I don't know either.
So I'm going to just rapid fire from the beginning.
Okay.
The Hungry Caterpillar. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a very hungry book. Yeah, but go ahead.
I did go a little bit early, though.
Okay.
So the first series I ever recall being obsessed with is The Boxcar Children.
Okay.
And I still would be. I think if I reread them, like, I wanted to live outside in a train. Like, I was sat. I loved them.
That's hysterical.
Anything by John Green, I was obsessed with. I bought them all. I own them all. Divergent was my, like, I wouldn't say my Harry Potter because I loved Harry Potter too, but like I loved Divergent more than anything. Those books were insane. Twilight, Harry Potter, The Princess Diaries books by Meg Cabot, The Click. And then this is a book that not a lot of people know about, but I read it my freshman year of college and it really changed my life. It's Sweet Bitter. I forget who the author is, but it's about like this young girl who moves from the cornfields to New York City and she works at like a Michelin star restaurant and it's basically like Sex in the City. Like trying to, it's really good. And ACOTAR.
Okay, I put different ones on here, but I will. So my first like obsessions were the Princess Diaries, not the movie, but like Cleopatra, Anastasia.
You love those.
I still have them. I still read them when I'm like, I don't know what to read. This is probably middle school. Before middle school, I do distinctly remember reading Harry Potter. I've always just been obsessed with Harry Potter. And then The Click, Wicked Lovely, Oof. Twilight, Halfway to the Grave, which all of those expanded over many years.
And those I would read now, and I do read now.
Yeah, they're not.
Get back to that series.
They're not done.
Yeah.
And then ACOTAR really then blew up my love of, because when we were growing up, romantasy was not considered a thing, but
No.
we loved romantasy.
It was mainly like dystopian fantasy almost, people would call it.
With the, and the morally gray, it was a dystopian time and there was a morally gray, but now, like, once ACOTAR hit for me, that is when romantasy really just became a thing. And so that was a pivotal moment.
Yeah, when romantasy was coined, an everyday word that people would have in their colloquial, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what this is.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love it all, which, like, that, ACOTAR, why I put that, and why I'm sure you put that, is what opened the door to who we really are as readers now.
Yes, I mean, I will always have such a deep love for that series because it was like a core memory. Like, we're Inside Out, the series ACOTAR is its own little
No,
core.
literally. It brought me most of the people I call my close friends today, if not the most important people I have, or it brought me back into friendships that I had, like, previously, like our book clubs, our book, like half of our bookshelves, like we wouldn't have half of this if it wouldn't be for ACOTAR.
Yeah, exactly. And
we wouldn't have Liz and Liz without ACOTAR.
We would not have Liz and Liz without ACOTAR.
So I had to put it out there.
Yeah, and again, we've said it before, like, we have grown and all of that, but there will always be that nostalgic love. And, like, when I reread, I will be right back into happiness.
Yes.
So,
yeah. One day when your kids are old enough to have kids, they will be like, remember when you were obsessed with that? And it'll be like Twilight.
What's going to happen is we're going to end up in the nursing home and we're going to have a hot aide and we're going to call him Reese. And they're going to be like, she's stuck in her ACOTAR mind.
She's still talking
She's
about
in Dolores. Don't take me out. Don't take me out.
Taylor Swift and ACOTAR. That's all we're going to have. So, yeah. So what, anything else? Or are you ending with those?
I'm ending with those.
That makes sense. Favorite genres?
So I did, obviously, fantasy romantasy. I did historical fiction. And I did murder mysteries as opposed to, like, mystery thrillers, because some of these thrillers are not it for me. But, like, I like finding out.
Like, you like a whodunit.
Yeah. When I think of my favorite genre, I really just think of the Nora Roberts In Death series.
Yeah, like a more of a whodunit.
Yeah.
Than what's behind the curtain.
Who's creeping behind me when I'm not looking.
Following you up the stairs. That's my least favorite.
I hate the scenes in a book and a movie where you only see one part of the room and you know there's something behind them. And that's that.
Or when the camera is like, you are the something behind them.
Uh-huh.
That is kind of my favorite. I'm not going to lie.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, what are yours?
So fantasy, romantasy, obviously. And those are separate. I love them both for different reasons. I put emotionally damaging fiction.
Emotional damage.
Instead of historical or literary. Because there are parts of literary fiction and parts of historical fiction that I would consider my favorites. But what they have in common is that they are the emotionally damaging ones.
It's fair.
Like The Nightingale, The Great Alone. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. And then, like...
Have you ever read The Other Boleyn Girl?
I need to.
You need to.
It's on the list. Emotionally damaging fiction, and then regular romance, contemporary romance. And I like thriller and gothic horror more than whodunits.
I love that for you.
This is just the whole shelf of Grady Hendrix.
Yeah.
So.
Love you, Grady, but...
You need a barf bag for his books.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so then we also have your favorite authors.
I really had to limit myself. Otherwise, I would have said everyone that you can see behind you. Emily Henry. B.K. Borson. Frederick Bachman. Easily in the top 5 now. Probably my top 3.
Okay.
Rachel Gillick.
Yep.
Julie Soto.
Yep.
Violet Sage.
Okay.
And Adrienne Young.
I have all of those.
And Stephanie Garber. And then
you're done.
I'm cutting myself off.
I have all of those. Janine Frost. Demi Winters. Sarah Hawley.
Absolutely.
Kate Quinn.
Yep.
Philippa Gregory. And Ellie Hazelwood. And SJM. I mean, truly.
For the vibes.
For the vibes. Yes.
For the memes.
I feel like I can't not say her when her series is so pivotal.
Right.
Pivotal to me. So.
If the prompt is, who is your favorite author, I cannot put her. But when the prompt is, your most beloved, like things you hold dear. She's in every single one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So,
I think we both have the same answer for the next prompt, which is what is our favorite form of reading?
oh, and it's obviously
Physical.
physical. Yeah. No. I love my Kindle. I love my Kindle. It is so fun to take it on trips and tap through the pages if I don't want to bring special editions of books and big things, but I'm a physical girly.
Yeah, I feel me too. I mean, there's nothing like opening a book for the first time or the smell or like
Literally turning the first page and it's still crispy. No, it's the best.
or like when you look at a book and you know how much is just love in that book. Ugh, I can't.
What's
Okay.
waiting for you?
Yes.
And you don't know?
And you don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But
So
you
good.
know it's going to be great.
Yeah, precisely.
Yes.
I'm scared for the next one because it's just favorite book characters.
Okay, so I had to reel myself in for this one.
Same.
So I'm only doing two because
Oh.
I don't want to get into the other ones. Manon, Abby, obviously.
Duh.
And Sarah's Fame.
Whoa. So the same character, different font.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I have characters beyond that. Like I had Saga from the Ashen series. I had multiple characters. Ada from Rebel Blue, Bennett from
Oh my god.
Love Light Farms. But the ones that I just think about all
like
the
your
time.
soul characters.
Yeah. Where I'm like, I would literally give my left kidney to meet you is Manon and Sarah.
Yeah.
So
I did like my top 5 of people that like in my heart of hearts, like I would do anything to hug them.
Okay.
Or I feel seen by them.
Yeah.
So
let's hear it.
Harriet from Happy Place.
Because your soul sister.
We're just the same.
Yeah.
The Fool from Realm of the Elderlings.
Okay.
Which you will agree with one day. The Gargoyle from Night and the Moth, which we will not be saying anything else because most of you, probably haven't read that book yet. But he went straight to the top of the list. I've not read a book where all the characters.
Can we not? I cannot cry right now. I know exactly what you mean.
Anyways,
I'll get you right now.
The Shepherd King from One Dark Window. That cunty little bitch. I love him so much.
I remember reading him on my page for the first time, and I said,
"He's serving.
He's me. I love him. Like I know I'm not supposed to." And I remember like that was the first instance where I was like, "Are you deeply fucked up?"
At yourself?
At myself. Yeah. At Liz S. Are you deeply fucked up?
No, because we both were like, why do we love him?
Why?
And it's because he was giving, like...
He has main character energy.
Yeah. He's like... And he's really similar to the Gargoyle in the sense of a plot device. Mm-hmm. So very much like an R2-D2. The Fool is the same way, and the Realm of the Elderlings. There's just something about them.
Yes.
And then Draco Malfoy. But specifically... Here we go. Specifically, Draco Malfoy in Manacled as a character. Not even in a horny way.
Just as a character.
The development, the anguish, the tortured poet of it all really emotionally devastated me. More than Hermione in Manacled. I mean, obviously for different reasons.
One of my favorite characters, I didn't put her down because it's not just my favorite character. She's just someone that it was Anne Boleyn from the other Boleyn girl. Like, just, I didn't want to put her down because it's not just I want to meet her as a book character. I would love to meet her as a person, which you know. So True. That was like one that, and honestly, in the other Boleyn girls, she's kind of painted as a villain a little bit. So it's just very interesting how, but yes.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm surprised that she wasn't on your list. I guess she is now.
I guess it's just, I was like, you know, I talk about her all the time. You guys all know that if I had a time machine, where I would be going. If you guys were like trying to find me through time, like say I had my villain era, I'd be at the Tudor court watching and like holding my breath because I'm sure everybody smells so bad.
So bad.
So bad.
So.
And I also had a thought the other day. Do you think we would even be able to understand them?
Because their teeth are all out?
No, because they...
Oh. That was a real question. That was not a snarky question.
Because they just... The way that English was spoken was so different.
I think if that is your concern, I think we would catch enough. Especially because we're fantasy readers.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we would catch enough. I would be genuinely concerned for their lack of teeth. or like wooden teeth, and or their drunkenness. I'm not sure how much we could really get.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we'll move on from that. Okay, what's next? So then we have your favorite series.
this one was very hard for me.
So hard.
This one was very hard for me. Completed.
Oh, you did completed?
I did both.
Okay.
Completed Once Upon a Broken Heart. The Plated Prisoner series. Even though I haven't read the last book, but it's completed. So, Throne of Glass, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't finished it yet, but The Realm of the Elderlings I already know.
Okay.
And then not completed, the Ashen series,
Mm-hmm.
the Heartstring series I already know.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I'm thinking, I can't say for 100% certain yet, but I have a feeling that the Fae and Alchemy books and the Shards of Magic books will be on there.
The only difference I have is not the Once Upon a Time. I have the Ashen
But if you
series.
read them, I think maybe you would feel that way.
Yeah. So the Ashen series, Plated Prisoner, Magic Shards, and then the Stonebridge Kingdom, the Night and the Moth.
Oh my. Okay. This is a great sidebar. We don't have a lot of time for sidebars. This is a great sidebar. Our duologies series, because if that was the case, I would have put Shepherd King and Stonewater. I don't know if a duology is a series. Like, what's the technical. Hold on, let me ask Siri. Is a duology technically a series? No.
It's not.
It has to be 3 or more.
Okay.
But I think it should be because it's more than one.
That's what I would
So
think.
it's whatever. I guess it has to be more than 3 books. If they count everything Rachel Gillick has ever written.
Yeah. Are they in the same universe? Do you know? No.
I don't think so. I keep seeing videos from her tour so far, and I'm swiping because I don't want
I have not watched
anything.
one video.
I keep swiping.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to piggyback off of that then, what is the series you are most excited to finish, and which one are you most excited to start?
Well, if we're saying duology, Stonewater and Fae and Alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
Stonewater. But Fae and Alchemy is my first answer for a series I'm excited to finish. The Ashen series and Realm of the Elderlings.
Okay.
And then what about
finish ACOTAR someday? I am excited to see where we go with that.
Who frickin' knows when I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm counting them as completed until I get confirmation.
The Plated Prisoner, which we will be doing within the year. The Ashen series, the Magic Shards, and Night and the Moth, and Fae and Alchemy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
And then books, series I've never read, but I really want to.
Mm-hmm.
The first one and really only one that came to mind that was like heavy on my heart was the Outlander series. I've never read those, and I have always wanted to, but each of them is like 1,000 pages, and there's like 10 of them, right?
Yes, I think.
Or at least 7. I know there's at least 7.
I have not had a huge draw to that series.
I figured you would be obsessed.
Maybe that's why I'm like, no.
I fear, because everyone, okay, I saw someone like 2 months ago describe it as like a historical fiction meets Throne of Glass.
Oh no.
And I'm like, that's what made me put it at the top of my list. Is I keep hearing that girl say that in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen 2 seasons of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it is
a lot.
It's really good. So
I could not think of one, so I actually did the Sweetwater Peak. Because it's not out yet, but I'm so excited to see her dive into some spooky shit.
I cannot wait.
I cannot wait.
I'm screaming. Okay, so the next one, I believe, is our prettiest books and our favorite special editions.
Okay. Mine is obviously my Throne of Glass special edition set. Yeah. It's my favorite. I cannot... Actually, I would say that one and my Sirens. I'm going to show you guys. I know I've shown you a million times, but I will never, ever, ever grow tired of this one.
It's so beautiful.
It's so good. So, Those two.
Okay. My favorite special editions that I own myself are my Emily Henry Beach read. That one is
Mm-hmm.
so good. My winter Caraval ones that came
Mm-hmm.
out, those are stunning.
Stunning.
And honestly, Shield of Sparrows.
Oh, it's so good.
Because it has some of the best sprayed edges I've literally ever seen. Like, so seamless with the cover of the book. Like, sometimes sprayed edges, like The Night and the Moth is the perfect sprayed edge book and the perfect stenciled edge, but it doesn't have anything to do with the cover.
Right.
This literally looks like they went from the cover to the edge.
Yes.
And I've never seen that.
I rarely, if ever, I'm very proud of myself. I rarely, if ever, buy a book because of the sprayed edges.
Same.
But that one I could not myself.
Yeah. So I think those. And then obviously, and then my Barnes and Noble specific Night and the Moth.
Are you going to buy the special edition every summer after? I think I might.
I'm going to see if she comes out with a whole series of those. I fear she may. Mm-hmm. But if that's the only one she's going to do, then no.
Okay.
Like Emily Henry, I'm slowly replacing the paperbacks with her special ones. Yeah, because The People We Meet is coming out, and I'm going to get that and get rid of my paperback.
That's fair.
So, like, if she does one of those numbers, I will do that.
Yesterday in the bookstore, I saw that the Spark of the Everflame series is coming out paperback, and it's sprayed edge, and they are pretty.
What color is the edge?
So for the first one, it's kind of like a fire type deal, and it's the oranges and yellows, and the second one, it's like burned.
Ooh.
Yes, very good.
I need to read that series.
You do.
I'm waiting until it's done.
Good idea.
Yep.
Because I'm like, hi, Pen, I love you. You know I love you, and I'm impatiently waiting.
Truly.
So, the thing is I know she has a lot going on, so that's, yeah.
Okay. And then if you could go out to any bookstore right now and pick up a book, what would it be?
Servant of Earth, because I gave my copy to our friend Bailey, and I just told her to keep it. I was like, girl, just keep it.
To be fair, she's had it since we made our vision boards.
Yeah.
That was the day we gave it to her.
Yes. And I'll just get another copy.
Which was New Year's, by the way.
Yeah. And I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm not saying, I just, at this point, just keep it, and then I will get, my own copy, so.
My answer is very specific. I would get my ass on a plane. I would go to London.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I would buy the Waterstone special edition of When the Moon Hatched.
Okay, that too.
If I could buy any book right now, that's the one I'm buying. And then the German funny story. Because it has the freaking lemons all over the
Wait, have you seen the German Ashen series? I'd buy that too.
So we're getting on planes. If we could buy any book right now.
We just need to find a billionaire.
I know. Next up, this one was so hard, and I literally don't even know how we answered this question. Our favorite bookish merch shops. First of all, the limit does not exist.
No, right.
But I'll start.
Okay.
Liz and I love the Bookish Box. If you did not know, we have a whole storefront with the Bookish Box.
Of all the things we love.
Yeah, people ask us all the time, where's that claw clip from? Where's that necklace from? Da-da-da-da-da. The answer is most of the time the Bookish Box. So a lot of you guys have loved our stuff with them, but if you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah.
So Bookish Box. I have been obsessed with getting bookmarks from Allie Rose Co. and Divine Variety. Mm-hmm. Since I've become a reader. I have, you probably can't tell, a giant book vase bursting at the seams with bookmarks. Mm-hmm. I actually need another one. I like, there's so many. The Being Workshop. Mm-hmm. That's one of Hello Darkness Darling's friends. Her stuff is really good. Caffeine and Curses. She makes wildly good ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, darker romantic-y kind of vibes. And Page the Shop for Kindle cases.
I agree with all of those. And I'm also going to add Kate's Curio Corner.
Oh my god, we love her.
I love her so much. This is her sweatshirt, actually, is what I'm wearing. It's a Throne of Glass Eras Tour-esque.
So good.
Yes, and she is absolutely fabulous, especially if you like Fourth Wing and all that. So I add that to the list as well, because I agree with your whole list. In terms of special edition books and stuff, I do like some of the Owl Crate that come out.
I prefer Owl Crate to most of the other bookish box companies. I figured we would have the same answer for this one and the next one.
Yeah.
For most of it.
Yes.
But,
yes.
it's always good to check in.
Yes, yeah.
So, last but not least, and this might take a while because there's a lot of you, our favorite book creators. Do you want to start?
Yeah, so
we're gonna have a lot that are the same, so we'll just go through the same ones first.
So obviously Brady Lockerbie and Rosie Piper, we are girls. I'm obsessed with both of them. They do more than just books. They do some lifestyle stuff, and I have gotten my lip gloss from them. Rosie just posted those leopard print pants, and I said, sold.
Yep, and she posted that peanut butter from Clean Simple Eats. I was like, Bessie, I just bought this, and she was like, Lizzie, you're not gonna regret that peanut butter. It looks so good.
That's where I got my greens.
I know.
And I have been changed. So Rosie has codes for Clean Simple Eats. And then Brady does a lot of like makeup. So like I got my I think it's YLS bronzing stick. YSL. Yep.
Same thing.
I bought that because she used it.
Oh, when you bought her Ole Heinrichsen peptide.
Yep. And then that actually then prompted me to buy Summer Fridays, which I love. Then she also posted those leopard print barrel pants
that you have. Yep.
And then also, so you got Ellen Hildebrand from
Brady. Brady. Ellen Hildebrand and Annabelle Monaghan I found via Brady.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And then we also.
Oh, and the Wayward Pines series from Rosie.
Lake Crouch, period.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they have great book content and fashion content and lifestyle content. Rosie's What They Ate This Week series has saved my life because sometimes I just cannot be bothered to meal plan.
What was that dessert you made of hers that I was like, I need for the rest of my life? That you made at Christmas?
Oh, the cookie butter cheesecake, something.
Yeah. That's it. That was it. Yeah. And we are also in their online book club, and it has opened up friendships for us that I never would have had previously.
That we can't live without.
Yes. And it has prompted us to read books that we probably would never have read either. And that alone has just, and so I will then piggyback off of that, all of our BRBT girls.
Yeah, we'll say literally all of you.
Yeah, and here's a list of a lot of their bookstagrams. I watch them all, and I am obsessed with every single one of them.
Yeah.
So,
and even the girls who don't have bookstagram, we won't post their stuff here, but we get insane recs on literally everything from these people. They're so talented, just like a phenomenal group of besties that we get to have in there.
If I missed any of you, just comment and I'll make sure that we add you.
My bookish creator of all bookish creators for me is Sarah Crowley. Mm-hmm. I watch every single one of her vlogs. I found Beartown because of her. Mm-hmm. My favorite thing that her and I ever bonded over was when I was like, hey, I just want you to know I read Beartown. I've been seeing it in bookstores for like 3 years, but the font was Ray Dunn, so I never bought the book. I was scared that he was bad because his font is literally Ray Dunn font. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh my God, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. But like, that book changed my life.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal book.
So, yeah, Sarah Crowley, Jack Edwards has some of the best book takes and book opinions. I love him. And then Newly Nova. Everyone knows Newly Nova. They're iconic. So.
I also wanted to plug Mood Readers Anonymous.
Oh, yes.
We love them so much. They have some amazing takes, and I'm obsessed with them. Also, A Court of Bookish Besties. They are absolutely phenomenal as well. And both of them, we back 110%. So those are also some great accounts for you guys to follow as well. But of course, there's so many that I stop. One is she goes by Mood Reader Megan.
Oh yeah,
this is her, and I get some of my like thriller, dark romance from her, and her vibe is like I'm gonna do a tangent because it's kind of relevant. So at our last book club for Romance Romantasy, we realized that it had been like essentially 2 years that we had been doing this book club, and one thing that I had forgotten that I was prompted to remember is when we met our friend Bailey. And I remember sitting next to Bailey in book club and thinking, this girl is so cool. Like, I would just love to be her friend, which ended up being exactly what I thought. And she goes, remember when you literally took me by the arm and sat me down next to Liz and Amanda and Anne and said, you guys have got to be friends? And it was because I knew like the vibe was just immaculate. And that's how I feel about Megan. Like if we ever got to like meet in real life, I'm like, I know your vibe. Like you're just so
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Like, and she has amazing recommendations. So she's definitely one I would
Yeah.
always prompt as well. So
We've had a few like online friends that were like, we just know.
yeah, we know we'd be great.
We just know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's the best part that has come from Liz and Liz is the community that we've met and made. I was
mhm.
very nervous that like, what if people don't like me? Like, what if people don't like us? Like, what if we're just a little rock floating in a sea of boulders and we've made friends?
That's
And
what I think about every day in the shower. I'm like, I'm literally on a marble in a bowl of other marbles in a giant rock floating through nothing. And
yeah,
I'm worried about what this person thought of my email.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I
great.
think a little too hard sometimes. I spiral
Yeah.
a little too hard sometimes when I'm like, um, but they've all brought positivity, they've all brought light, they've all brought just amazing, and that includes the amazing women in real life that we're
Oh
friends
my
with.
gosh. I know that aren't bookish creators, but like our book club girls in person, online, social media, BRBT, like every corner of our book life, we are just met with so much joy and friendship.
Hmm.
It's the best.
Yes. So that is all of our bookish tags. Please let us know what yours are and let us know if you agree or disagree or like who your favorite bookish creators are that we should be following if we aren't already. Again, we're always looking for amazing creators. So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up. I can't believe we've already been yapping an hour almost.
I know.
So if you're not following us on social media, we are Liz and Liz Get Literary across all platforms except X. And we do have a Gmail. It's lizandlizgetlit@gmail.com. So send us in your thoughts and recommendations and have a wonderful week.
Bye.
Bye.
We almost did it. Bye.
Bye.
We watch too much. We're too chronically online.